Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Harris, thank you for that kind introduction. I think there are many TV production companies that will be envious of the amazing cast that you have assembled for your videos, the fact that Lucy and I are sharing a platform tonight. So can I congratulate everybody who has been working so hard for the foundation, but also in organising tonight. It's a real pleasure and privilege to see you here at Westminster. And I'll let you into a little secret. For those of you who went to Downing Street, I can tell you the excitement about standing on the steps of number 10 never stops. When I was elected in 2010, somebody said to me, who'd been MP for a number of years, they said, if you lose your sense of wonder when you walk into this place, then you've probably been doing the job for too long and it's time to move on and do something else. And I think we would both agree with that. And I think that's a really good lesson for members of Parliament and members of the government, members of the Shadow Cabinet, all of us to remember. Now, it is a real pleasure to be here with the Naz Legacy Foundation tonight. It's so fitting that you, Harris, and your family, I've just met your sister earlier on. Where is she? There she is, there we are, waving, have set up the foundation in the name and memory of your father, Naz, the first Muslim head in this country and an inspirational teacher, as we've heard, with a passion for getting the best outcomes for young people. The Foundation's work focuses on so many things that I am passionate about and this government and I think politicians view as key priorities. An excellent education for all so we can achieve social justice. The importance of character building to the long-term success of individuals, which I know is a key theme tonight. And the full integration of those who choose to make Britain their home. We have a tremendously diverse society in Britain today with a huge mix of ethnicities, faiths and cultures. And I think we can be really very proud of our country. In fact, more than a quarter of pupils at our schools are classified as being of minority ethnic origin. But the richly diverse place that modern Britain has become means that we have to make sure that all young people learn to relate to each other and to share common British ideals. So that's why we've made clear the need for schools to promote the fundamental British values of democracy, the rule of law, individual liberty, and mutual respect and tolerance of people from different backgrounds. Now, this is something that I believe is echoed by the work of the Foundation's diversity programme, promoting British institutions as we have just seen. And last year, the programme took 70 pupils from 6 schools in areas of disadvantage to Clarence House, meeting the then Deputy Prime Minister and the Prince of Wales. They were able to take part in sessions on the importance of the democratic process and to tour Downing Street and the Houses of Parliament. And I have no doubt that they would have found the day very rewarding. And I hope it has sparked in those who took part a sense of how crucial it is to engage and participate with politics, and as we heard on the video, to take part by voting in elections. The achievement of young people from ethnic minorities in this country has risen dramatically over the last 25 years. But this government recognises that children from disadvantaged backgrounds can require extra support to ensure that they do not underachieve. We have made progress since 2010 by providing schools with additional funding through the pupil premium, targeted where it is needed most. And one of the things that our recently published white paper talks about is making sure that no cold spots remain, so that every child has the access to an excellent education that I think we all believe, should be their birthright. So we've got a raft of new measures to make sure that failing schools can be turned around quickly with new leadership, incentivising work in the most challenged areas to get the best school leaders where they're needed most, and making sure those leaders can get the best access to the most talented teachers. But we know that in order to tread a path to success, young people need more than just an excellent academic grounding. They also need to be instilled with the attributes and skills like confidence, teamwork, resilience, the kind of character traits that will help them to thrive by believing in themselves, working well with others and picking themselves up from disappointments. The kind of traits that give them a sense of society and hopefully spur them on to give back to their communities, something which feels to me to be innately British. The new autonomy afforded to schools means they can choose to instil these character traits in young people within and outside the curriculum using innovative new methods. And we know that the best schools are already doing this by encouraging their pupils to engage with debating clubs, team sports, and other activities like visiting the National Portrait Gallery. So that's why we've announced that there's an extra £500 million so that 25% of secondary schools can extend their school day to offer a range of these activities. And in the last year, we've also invested £5 million specifically in character education to fund grants to organisations to test new approaches and expand existing programmes to build the evidence base on teaching character and to fund the character awards to recognise the outstanding practice already making a difference in the best schools. We've just launched the next round of character awards, and I really hope that if you're here from a school tonight, you will think about applying and showing off to the wider world and country exactly what you do to build great character in your young people. And of course, there's the National Citizen Service, an opportunity for young people to get involved in a community project, building and honing crucial skills, while spending some time away from home and experience the independence that brings. The NCS represents a unique opportunity for young people from all walks of life to interact with each other, learn about their differences and find ways to communicate. And we're spending £1 billion over the next 4 years so that 60% of young people will have the opportunity to participate in the National Citizen Service, and we are actively encouraging schools to recommend it to their students. We've also talked about being able to share what works through the web on building character. Now, one thing which has been shown time and time again to have a positive impact on disadvantaged young people is quality mentoring schemes. Now, the Careers and Enterprise Company, backed by my department in 2014, is leading a key mentoring programme seeking to reach 25,000 young people a year by 2020 with high-quality, meaningful, careers-related mentoring. And I believe that the young people who get that mentoring will hopefully have a better chance to succeed because of the reassurance and guidance that that one-on-one contact brings. Now, we recognise the government can't, nor should it, do it all. And that's why the work of organisations like the Naz Legacy Foundation is so vital. Because alongside your work in championing excellence in education, you are placing thousands of key mentors into schools all over the country, recognising the role models who can give young people from ethnic minorities the confidence to succeed and promoting the integration that is crucial if modern Britain is to become the truly inclusive society that I think we all want it to be. So it's no surprise that the Naz Legacy Foundation was a recipient, as we've seen, of one of the Prime Minister's Big Society Awards 2 years ago. Naz Bokhari was a firm believer in the impact an excellent education can have on any young person, no matter their background. And he focused on breaking down barriers, celebrating Britain's wonderful diversity as one of its many strengths. He, like us, wasn't focused on where young people are from, but where they're going to. It's been a real pleasure to be here tonight, to watch the videos, to hear about your work. Thank you for everything that you do. You're truly making a difference to the young people that you serve. Thank you.